Welcome back.
Good morning.
Another edition of Roast Beef and Bagels. We hope everybody had a great week. A lot of stuff going on, but we got some fun stuff again.
Nice.
The beef has definitely
I'm losing my mind.
lost his mind. We got merch for days. It looks like it's not a lot, but just a different variety.
Yeah, I'm just trying varieties, see how it comes out.
So this is a license plate frame that we're actually going to keep on our cars.
I put it on mine, yeah.
So good and bad about that is if you see that in the street, it's either me or Beef. So don't throw anything at us. This is a classic wall clock.
Anybody interested?
We didn't take it out. This might be a big contest, no?
No.
Be great for your man cave.
Yeah.
I like that one. And we got a little something. Let me take it out of the package. A little something, maybe for the ladies. Little jewelry, little silver.
You see that? Roast beef and bagels.
Roast beef and bagels. We got
in gold and silver.
Yeah, we got again. You open the bag up. Gold and silver. Kind of nice.
I'm just testing out some things.
Yeah, kind of nice. I like it. I like it.
Busy.
And then we tried another hat.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I don't know what we're gonna do about the leather hats. We like it though because it's like that cool trucker hat.
Yeah.
This
is specially only for bagels. I bought it for bagels.
The all over print shirt. This thing is out of control. I mean, it's on the sleeves.
We're going clubbing with that.
Yeah, this is nightlife.
We go out at night.
Nightlife without it. I'm gonna wear it on one of the episodes so you guys can get like a good look out of it.
Oh, where's the other one?
Here we go.
And this is also for beef.
And the headliner of the week, the official Chuck Taylor Converse All-Star Roast Beef and Bagel sneakers.
Summer's coming up. I'm sure that bagels will use that a lot.
So right now we don't have a merch store or charge for merch, but we try to give it away to our fans. If you notice online on our Facebook page, fans have been sending us pictures of themselves.
Roast beef and bagel sightings.
Yeah, so we have roast beef and bagel sightings. So if you're one of our listeners and followers and you reach out to us, all we ask is, send us your address. We're not going to come to your house and stalk you.
Yeah.
It's just to send you some merch. So we'll send you some things. And the
only thing we request, obviously you already subscribe, but try to get other people to subscribe for us to help us out. That's all we're requesting. Right
that's big. If you can get some more subscribers, that'd be awesome. And speaking about social media, we do have Instagram and Facebook, but Instagram I haven't really made like too public yet. Facebook though, we got some followers on there, and this week we got more than usual comments on some of the stuff that we posted. Not necessarily the video. We do try to put up shorts and reels for your viewing. If you don't want to spend the full 30-40 minutes watching this, you maybe catch a minute or two of me and the beef doing something around the area. But we did post some just like general memes and comments, and this week we got a lot of response. So we're happy to see that we're becoming a little bit of a household name.
Yeah.
So now on to the good stuff.
What do you want to start with?
What do we got? Well, there's a lot this week. One of the things that happened a little earlier in the week, Joy Reid, host on, was it NBC or MSNBC?
MSNBC.
MSNBC.
Yeah. She got fired.
She was let go. Now, of course, the media and Democrats pulled a race card on this one, but her ratings tanked. I mean, her ratings fell drastically. She had a really high or decent share for her time slot. I think she had like a 7 p.m. early evening.
Yeah. And they don't get a lot of, for those type of news, they don't get a lot of high numbers either. It's not like a national syndicator, right? It's not.
I don't think so. But her readout show had some good ratings. It was, I think, like, I don't know how they judge it.
3 million?
3 million in the viewer share area. And it plummeted way down to 400,000, 500,000, some number like that. So the company loses money, right? Advertisement does it. You don't want to pay for advertisement, right? The commercials, that's how these programs work. Commercials pay.
Advertisements don't want to go on it.
Because the more people that watch, the more people you're advertising to. So you start losing money. So they let her go. So instantly they pulled a race card, which is stupid. Just unfortunately, it's business. Business is not anyone's friend. I don't care what race, color, or creed you are. It's not going to be.
Nobody on either side of the aisle who has a business is going to keep something that's failing.
But what I'm getting at with her losing her show is another glimpse on how there's a swing in what people are watching and listening to and believing in. You saw things like, you could go back during the Biden administration. Don Lemon lost his show. Chris Cuomo got let go. No one said Chris Cuomo. No one said Chris Cuomo got let go because he was white, right? But people are not watching these shows.
I think of what it is, bro.
What's it?
So even like us, right?
Uh-huh.
People might like us. I say they like us, but we're just whatever, or funny, whatever. If we decide to just start blatantly lying or completely not trying to fact check what we do wrong and not come on the next time when we say something wrong and say, listen, I fucked up. That's usually me. He does the fact check. I usually fuck up with numbers and stuff. But if we made a say, okay, we made a mistake, we're human. These people stick to their lie. They don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. They know they're lying, but they don't care. Same thing with Lemon. Lemon got screwed by the Russia hoax. That's just the way it is.
Well, then he got a job on Twitter or X with Elon Musk, and he got let go there too. I mean, what we're getting at with Joy Reid is that there's a change in what people are watching and believing in. And I think people are becoming a little bit more free-minded, as we mentioned weekly, and being a free thinker with stuff.
And they even got me. I'm not going to lie to you. This week I posted something. There's a guy, I think his name is Benny Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Usually this guy's on point, dude. He's accurate as shit. So I don't fact check him because I've done it before and he's right. And I ended up, it was about a bill that was on the thing, and the taxes were involved. He posted it. I reposted it, whatever. And a couple of people came out and said that it was false. I went back online. I actually looked up the bill at congress.org. I read some of the bill where the taxation might have been. It was wrong. I put up to the two people that said, so you're correct. I apologize, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I says, I'll take the post off after the two people read it who said that I was wrong. I was incorrect.
I saw that. Yeah.
And then I deleted it because I don't
no disinformation.
I don't want to post disinformation. I immediately took it off. The problem is that we have a friend, Jesus, who knows it's disinformation and he still posts it. Like and you can't be upset about disinformation if you're a product of what they're doing, no matter what side you're on. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't do it. So I wrote to the two people that said it, which ended up being Nikki and Jesus. And I said, dude, I'm sorry, whatever. I didn't realize I should have looked it up, but this guy's usually on point. I learned my lesson, and now I have to fact check everybody before I post. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you had that up. And actually, when I saw it too, I saw that it was like incorrect, but then he took care of it. So I didn't even have to at that time do like fact checking, because I do try to fact check and put certain blurbs up during our videos after we make it. Maybe we make a comment that we're not too sure of. But no, that's what we'll do. We'll take down the disinformation, or we'll correct ourselves, which is important. We're not trying to argue and be persuasive and say, if the glove don't fit, you must have quit here, right? We're trying to be honest and truthful about what's going on. And if we can present something to you, then that's what we're going to try. Keyword here, try to do. So Joy Reid, Chris Cuomo, Lemon. I think there was another guy on CNN's Brian Stelter.
I don't even know who
another.
He's the short guy.
Short guy, yeah. So he got him too. All these people are getting let go because these outlets are seeing that their way of feeding the news to people, feeding information to people, is not working anymore, and it's wrong.
And try to remember this: journalists don't have opinions; they just report the facts. So if anybody's telling you how they feel or what they think, that's not real news.
No,
that's not news. That's them saying it, and if you believe it, that's fine. But just so you know, that's not a fact. It's just the way they feel. There's a lot of opinions out there, and I get it. We all have a right to one, but don't mistake it for news. It's not news.
I think the next big anchor person that's going to get let go is Rachel Maddow on.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen that too.
Did you see the post she did with Musk about? So Elon Musk, apparently there was something in one of these bills, and she was making fun of Doge, where there was $400 million supposed to be allocated to Tesla tank trucks, and that's the new truck that Tesla has out. It's silver and it's shaped like a triangle, and and they showed a video of how it failed because Musk said it's virtually bulletproof. You can't break the glass, and someone threw a rock and shattered the windows.
Yeah.
So she did this whole big presentation, and
how the government gave them the money.
How the government was giving them the money, and then she had to retract her statement.
She implied that Trump gave him the money.
Yes.
That's what it was. She implied
Trump gave him the money, and it was Biden who gave him the money. And Trump actually said, "You're not getting that money."
Right, cancel the contract.
Cancel the contract. So she came back the next day, didn't apologize, still laughed. She just went like, "Oops," and she like made this like stupid gesture. I think companies like MSNBC, I don't care, these liberal companies, ABC, all these outlets, they can't afford to lose money. They're in the business of making money.
Wow.
So at the time, if reporting liberal extreme ways is the trend and it's hot and they're making money, you're going to say, keep going with it, right? But if it's not, you're going to get let go until they figure out what's going to be the new way of making that money for the news outlet. So,
like, I think Tucker is the same way on the right. I don't a lot of people are going to get mad at me for saying that. I don't care for Tucker. He over exaggerates things and stuff like that, but he's the Meadows on the other side. And once it swings, you'll see he won't be around either. It's just a pendulum, and it'll go back and forth.
Well, he got let go too. From Fox.
Yeah, but didn't he get let go for? I don't remember what it was.
So
he did get let go, but he's got his own podcast or something now.
He's doing well. Yeah. I mean, listen, these people have a following. They have a fan base.
Hopefully, we have one day. And I got news for you. I mean, not to get off topic. I know we don't go back and forth, but I met a couple of Bagels fans this week, and I can't believe he's got all these fans. He's got a fan base on his own. He can go alone like Beyonce. He can just do Bagels.
In all truth, they called me, but they knew who he was. They said, "Yo, the Beef is here too." Don't listen. You can't miss the Beef in the street.
No, because Beef is 350 pounds, 6'1".
So they say, but when he walked in the place where I was, they went, "Yo, Beef is here."
Yeah. Dude, that's the fucking weirdest thing, bro.
We think it's, but we know what we don't do? I guess
we don't go live from location.
And we don't at least take a picture with them.
Well, we got to wait for them to get the shirts. We
got a couple of people we promised some shirts. We see these people regularly.
Yeah,
so.
She was like, "I want a purple." I said, "No problem, we order a purple."
I gave her some merch, so we're ready to start. So she has some stuff.
But the purple one's going to take a long time, actually. It says it's not going to be until like March 19th. Because I guess it's a special color. I don't know.
We don't fool around.
We don't fuck around.
So
back to the
besides Reid.
So I want to do a roast beef rant.
Big news, man.
So I'm sure everybody's seen the Zelensky thing in the White House at the Oval Office.
That's big.
I just want to say this. Okay. I didn't care for Biden, but if Biden's in the Oval Office and he's arguing for whatever reasons with whatever president, no matter who the fuck it is, I am an American citizen. I am backing Biden against any other fucking country.
100%.
I don't understand. We got like traitors within our country that won't back our president. Now, don't get me wrong. Hold on. I might not agree with Biden, right? Like, I might not agree with Biden saying, whatever. But we're fucking Americans first. I don't give a fuck what Biden says to some other fucking presidents in the country. I don't give a fuck. That is my president right now, so I got his back. But later on, if I get a chance to talk to him, I say, "Listen, I disagree with you." It's like this, dude, right? Like we got kids. If Bella is wrong, if my daughter's wrong, I don't give a shit. In public, I am absolutely going to back her 1,000,000%. When we go home, I talk to Bella. "Listen, I don't know if that was right. You probably should have did it. I got your back, but next time you can't do that shit."
Right.
I don't understand why people are saying he's being a bully. No, he's just not being a pussy. And for all you motherfuckers that think we don't back, Ukraine, it's not true. I feel bad for the Ukrainians. I do. Generally, I do. Because if it happened in Italy, I think me and you would feel the same way, right? But if you need our help, become humble, right? Don't say that there's a sea between us and that's why you don't feel it, but you'll be feeling it soon. Because that sounds like a fucking threat to me. You don't tell me nothing, man. Especially me. We're from fucking Brooklyn. You're not gonna tell us.
That's why I took it.
I took it as a fucking threat, and that's exactly the way Trump took it, and that's why they didn't like it. But whatever. But my thing is, come correct, whatever, and for all you people that when he pulls the funding for the war, Trump, because he probably will after that shit. Feel free to write a check to Zelensky and send it if you want to support them. You know? What's I saying? Don't talk about it.
Be about it.
So fucking write a check to this fucking guy if you care so much. And for all the Ukrainians that are here protesting, I don't know how you feel about this. I love bagels, but I don't know. But if I'm in another country and I'm living there and there's a war happening here, I'm coming back and I'm going to help fight. Don't fucking say that you need another country to go take a fucking plane and go fight for your people. If not, don't bitch about it. Don't fucking protest and hold a sign here. Go there, pick up a gun, and fucking fight. That's it. My rant is over. Sorry. How do you feel?
I mean, the thing with the fighting part, I told you last week, protest, waste of time. Not going to do anything. You're just going to disturb people's life, and people are going to not like your cause. They're going to dislike you more, my opinion. If you're passionate about it, go help wherever you can help. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Don't be on the sidelines, right, with a cheerleader and support morally or yelling from thousands of miles away. Ukraine is there, US is there. You yelling and screaming in one of the cities or areas in the United States is not going to help the people that are truly getting bombed and all this other stuff. Oh my God.
We can't do it. We're going to get incoming phone call. We want to pick them up, but we can't because we think it's going to stop.
Hold on. I'm going to shut it off.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. I'm going to say, Joe, call me on my phone.
We're live here, so we're
live. We
don't stop.
I don't think I have his number, but I got him on Facebook. You want to call him?
No,
quick?
we don't need to call him. No.
You sure?
We're in the middle of stuff.
I'm sorry. All right. We could.
So we were talking about protesting and fighting and for your cause and all that stuff. Protesting here is really not going to solve any of your problems, especially if it's affairs that deal outside of our country. U.S., the idea is to lend a hand to people and be the nice person, right? In the battles, you want to either diffuse it or help, the kid that's getting beat up by the bully. I get what the U.S. part is and all this stuff. But when you're in the streets yelling and screaming, you really aren't going to accomplish anything. Because at the end of the day, whatever the government decides to do, whether it's a Democratic administration or Republican administration or independent or libertarian, whatever is in office, they're going to make those decisions. You're yelling and screaming in the street.
It's not going to change it.
It's not going to change anything. You're just going to get arrested eventually, or you're going to get physically hurt in the violence that usually breaks out in these things. So you wasted everybody's time, energy, and efforts for what? Nothing. You causing disruption in your own home. All right. Again, we spoke about the Eagles winning and they destroyed Philadelphia. It doesn't make sense when you do things on your own in your own house. It doesn't make sense, right?
That's like me being mad about something and going home and wrecking my living room. Like,
why? Why are you going to do that, right? So if you protest or you're in the street and you decide you want to, destroy a Walmart or Target in your neighborhood. Now, guess what? They're not going to rebuild it and come back. So now you're out of luck. Now the next Walmart or Target you're going to have to drive so many miles to instead of having the one that was around the corner. So that, to me, the whole protesting part I don't get, but getting with Zelensky, yeah, he came in, didn't seem too humbled. They mentioned about maybe it was a language barrier thing. All right, maybe kind of do something like that.
But did you see the ambassador for Ukraine? Dude, there's a picture, dude. It's fucking great. She's sitting in front of the cameras, right? And I guess they're getting into it. I don't know exactly what point.
Started getting heated.
Dude, you see her like this. I swear to God, there's pictures all over. She's like this. Like knowing like, oh my God, this is so what we do not need right now. This fucking funny.
There's a couple of things that I got out of that whole talk. One, it was supposed to be about some kind of minerals, and
so there was supposed to be a deal signed yesterday for security support from us for some mineral resources.
Yes, for mineral.
And I think that's fair. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. That's
and awesome. I also understood, and I could be wrong, that Trump was willing to give them more aid, not at the amounts the prior administration was doing, but it was part of this whole mineral deal and defense. So, and that's the other thing too, for all the crazy leftists that think that we're now allies with Russia. Totally not true. They were working out a deal, Trump and Zelensky, until it veered off into where it did. I mean,
and Vance was pretty gangster too.
Vance,
the whole thing.
Yeah,
I like Vance, but I didn't realize that he's got that in him. Like, he's not like from New York like Trump is. So I was very impressed. And you know, they were saying they were bullying him. Fuck bullying him. It's not bullying him. He's bullying us. We just gave him $350 billion.
Billions.
And he still wants more.
He wants more.
That's bullying. Fuck that. I ain't giving him shit. People spending.
I didn't like that he came in and he made the demand. He's like, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it when you don't give us. Yeah. I was like, what is this guy talking about?
Threaten Trump. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
And I thought Trump was nice. He was like, yo, you're in no position to say what anyone's going to feel.
You could start a World War III.
Yeah, he said that.
And it's true, bro. 100%. I mean,
listen, 100%. Don't play games like that. Nah. Don't play games like that. So, I mean, I think what Trump did, you didn't see him tell him to leave live. At least I didn't.
No, I didn't see it.
So it was the media once again, because whatever luncheon they were supposed to have afterwards,
Zelensky left,
was canceled, and Zelensky was gone. Well, the luncheon wasn't canceled. They actually fed the press, from what I heard.
Yeah. So but you know what I think is really funny? They were supposed to sign this mineral deal. They didn't, obviously, because they didn't. But I got news for you. Now, when he comes back to the table, well, Zelensky's going to have to give more back. He's going to have to give more because
the deal's going to change.
He's the art of the deal, bro. He's not the typical fucking politician. He's not going to stand for the bullshit.
Yeah, the deal is definitely going to be a bit different.
Yeah, he's going to have to either give more minerals or some. I mean, what fucking minerals? I mean,
I don't know. I guess whatever resources they have, it must be something that we must purchase. You know what I mean? So who knows if it was like a purchase deal and we were getting prices cut? Listen, at the end of the day, too, you know, it's all about the dollars and cents too. So, I mean, listen, I'm sure every country in the world has a particular resource that other countries need. So that's where they work out these deals and all this other stuff.
Idea. And I have a prediction too. By next year, this time, that war will be over. But I will say this. They're going to have to concede some land to Russia. That's the way it looks. That's what it's going to look like. Bro.
Well, there
won't be a lot.
Isn't the original fighting because they actually took land from Russia to start?
So when the USSR broke up, Ukraine became its own. Ukraine was literally a part of the USSR.
Right.
So Putin, as his president, not saying that I agree or not, but if it was my president, I would agree, right? I mean, he wants to put back the USSR land. He thinks he deserves it. So that's what he's fighting for. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but the Ukraine definitely was a part of the USSR at the time. And when it broke up after, the Berlin Wall, all that crap.
Yeah, whatever, back, in the 80s,
changed, so they became an independent nation, whatever. But I'm sure that it'll be over by next year this time. The Ukraine's going to have to give up some land, and there's a little. I'm bad with geography, but there's a little piece of land at the bottom. Look at the bottom of the Ukraine that is attached to Russia. Still, it looks like a little island, but it's not. It's just a very tiny piece. They're going to have to give up that. And they said that, but most people that live there now. I was watching. Actually, it might have been CNN. Most people that live there now are still Russian. They're Russian. They're not Ukrainian. So that's why it's just easier to give up that land because people over there are Russian anyway. It doesn't matter.
The only thing I don't like about the whole war thing in general is something like this. If not that you concede to Russia or Putin or anything like that, is if they give up like this land.
Yeah.
Now, does that make Russia then go after some additional stuff or some more? So that's
if we have a pussy president.
See, I think that's where the area gets great because now. All right, so maybe did he do it because Biden was in office and he knew that Biden wasn't going to really?
Yeah, he probably never figured Putin never figured Trump was going to be back in office. I would have never thought.
See, that's the only thing
we didn't
that
think of it, right? I mean, we were happy, but we didn't think.
Oh, I knew he was coming back.
I
but I didn't know if he was going to win. But I knew he was going to make an attempt because, listen, the truth be told, he is a bit of a narcissist. I mean, he doesn't want to lose or look bad, so he, probably said.
Well, the press is funny, dude. They came out and said some dumb shit. Like come up with stuff. Trump beat 2 women, big deal. If he's a bully with women, he couldn't beat Biden.
Did the press say that?
Yeah.
Well, look, we want to talk about.
I shouldn't say the press. It's opinionated press.
But isn't that sexist then?
It is sexist. It is sexist. 100%. 100%.
So then also in the news, Trump just hired second man in charge of the FBI, the former, what's his name, Don
Bongino.
Bongino.
Yeah.
So he had a very popular podcast too.
Yeah.
And think about him. I mean, he's also now going to take a huge financial pay cut
He got rid of millions
of dollars to get
work
to a $250,000 a year
Yeah.
job. So these people are doing it not just for the sake of doing it, it's because they love it and that's what they want to do.
Dude, I was watching. I want to say Channel 4. I don't know, at NBC. And 1 minute they're saying Elon Musk is making millions of dollars from this position in the White House. He's doing everything for when. And then within, like a minute and a half, Tesla company just lost fucking $1 billion
in their shares. Yeah.
And I'm like, how can you say he's making millions in 1 minute and he's losing billions in another?
But he's not even getting paid for the job either. No, whatever the few $100,000 is that they make. Remember, a few $100,000 of these guys is nothing.
It's like $400.
It's like a penny and 5 cents to us, you know.
And fucking Jesus again. I know he don't watch the podcast. I don't think anymore. He's annoyed with the both of us. But he posts Elon in the cabinet meeting the other day. He's not wearing a tie now. He's the dresser. He wears suits, ties, bow tie. This is me. This is it. I might put a jacket on if we go someplace. So he's like, oh, he's disrespectful. He's disrespecting the White House, right? But Zelensky came in and he's wearing like a fucking jogging suit. He didn't say nothing.
Did you hear what Trump said when he got out?
He goes, yeah, he got dressed.
He goes, I see you got all dressed up. Everybody, but he does that all the time. He wears like a sweatsuit.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, maybe
Dude,
he
was a comedian, right?
He was like an actor or something.
He was a comedian
but maybe he wants to be like the Fetterman guy. The Fetterman guy only wears hoodies. You rarely see him in a suit.
Another guy who's switching. I mean, he might be Republican by the time he runs next time, to be honest with you.
Well, listen,
you hear him? He was just on Bill Maher. Was it Bill Maher? Maybe it was Bill Maher. Dude, and Bill Maher is completely a writer. He sounds like Tucker Carlson now.
Bill Maher flip-flops a little bit. I mean,
you know, dude, I didn't like him a lot, but I like the fact that he's starting to see the middle ground. And that's what we should all look for.
I think that's what he's doing now. Yeah. More middle, not like my man now. I don't know, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, tell that story. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, I was never a fan of his, and so I watch ESPN. So I see some of his shows, not regularly. I would never say I'm a follower, but I see him on. I won't shut it off right when he comes on. But I started listening to his podcast on YouTube. And man, he's starting to talk more and more about politics. And he mentioned the Joy Reid thing.
Yeah.
And again, he mentioned it's a numbers game, not a race game. He said that all these people are upset that MSNBC or whatever company she worked for pulled the plug on her show. And they're saying, race. And he's saying, no, it's a numbers game. And then he mentioned that he had a show. And his numbers were horrible, and they canceled his show. And that people came over to him and were saying, yo, man, I love your show. I listen to it all the time. And he knew they were fake because he turned around and said, my show's been canceled for over a year.
Right.
So he's like, he's another don't talk about it, be about it person. Because he said, if you're truly upset and you have a favorite person, news media, sports, comedian, whoever, musician, and you're truly not following them and watching them so they get the ratings and counts and likes and stuff that they need, then you're fake. You're part of the problem. You can't claim racist or sexist or anything because you're not helping them by not supporting them. And it doesn't mean financially. Just turn on your TV for the hour if you really love Joy Reid or you really love Chris Cuomo or you really love roast beef and bagels. Just turn on the TV or turn on YouTube in this case and watch us. Let the algorithms build up so people want to advertise. We need an advertiser.
We need an advertiser.
Who do you think should advertise?
I have ideas. Don't worry.
See how we segued.
But there was a guy, the comedian Bill Burr. Bill Burr, he's actually a really funny guy. He just got in some trouble a couple of weeks ago saying something crazy, but I don't care. I like him. And he said one time, he was talking about the WNBA and how men, are misogynist because they don't support it. And he was like, no, where are all the feminists packing those seats? He says, go and support your cause. Go be about it. If you want the WNBA to be successful as the NBA, then if you're a feminist, go fucking watch them.
Right.
He says, dude, the arenas have like 4,000 people in a $25,000, and it's getting subsidized by the male.
The NBA. Yeah.
So if there was no subsidies, there wouldn't even be a WNBA. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. I mean, don't talk about it, be about it. Fucking support your cause. Support your cause.
Well, the WNBA shifted a little last year with the different,
with the new girl, right?
the new Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
With the class that came out. There was a few big players that came out.
Are the girls dunking yet?
I'm not
gonna. Lisa Leslie dunked a little bit because that's the exciting part of the game, right? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not gonna get into whether I think they're good or not. I think that this last year's class from college, because I do follow some of this stuff. The feud between Angel Reese and Clark was in college, and it trickled over into the NBA.
Good. So it gave him a little bit more.
So that little battle is there. So I think that fueled the WNBA. But the games that are selling out are when Clark shows up. I mean, everybody wants to see her, and that's and that's the other thing.
Is she the best player? I mean, is she the best
player? She's definitely really good. But they have a problem with her. Guess why?
Why? Oh, because she's white? Oh my God.
Can you imagine? Oh, yeah. The girl is filling up seats. People are buying jerseys. People are waiting to get autographs. So that's big for everybody.
Yeah, for the whole league.
For the whole league. Because now if she's coming to your town, whether you root for your hometown or not, you're going to want to go see this girl, right?
Economy's going to go up a little bit.
So everybody, you're going to get the concessions are going to go up. People are going to buy more stuff. I don't care where she plays for, what team she plays for. If she's coming to your town, instead of having 4,000 people show up, you might have 20. You're 20,000. You don't know.
I don't. It's so sad, and I mean this. I pray for these people every day. If you see life through the lens of race constantly, you're the only racist that you're looking at.
It's horrible.
If you're a good person, I'm a good person to you. If you're an asshole, I'm going to treat you as such. It doesn't matter.
100%.
I don't care what color you are. And to be honest with you, we're both Italian. We're both from Brooklyn. I'm sure that we had more issues with other Italians than any other race because that's who we're around. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't see it. I don't give a shit what color you are. If you're cool, I'm with you, bro. And even if I disagree with you, and I actually just said this, we had a discussion at work. Even if I disagree with you, and as foreign invaders come, you're an American. I'm standing next to you.
100%.
I'm not leaving you to the rules. I don't like him, but I tell you right now, the left would.
Oh,
the left would run. They would run away from you. They'd leave you fucking hanging, bro. They wouldn't give a shit.
In a second.
I'm almost worried about World War III because who's going to fight?
Our biggest roast beef and bagel nemesis, Jesus.
Oh my God, dude.
Dark-skinned Puerto Rican.
We love the guy.
We love him.
We love him. He's not too sweet.
Actually, I told you, I want him on the show somehow. He doesn't live in New York.
Be honest with you, I think I told you. I told him to call. I told him to call us while we were on the show last week. He won't come on. He won't come on. And to be honest with you, I mean, I love him, but he's the type of guy who glows his fucking eyebrows. His eyelid shut. So I don't know.
We got to get him on. We got to figure out a way we can get, even if it's just like a voice video. So if you're listening and watching this podcast, especially this long into it, dude, we got to get you on the show. We talk about you almost weekly now.
Weekly, yeah. He's like
a third person
that we don't.
And he's never here. It's like the ghost writer or the ghost host with us.
He's like Carlton, your doorman. Remember from Rhoda that you never seen him. You just heard his voice.
You don't see the person, but we don't even hear his voice.
And dude, the other guy, I'm gonna say his name. This guy Lance. I told you he blocked me.
Yeah.
So I actually reached out to a friend. I guess he spoke to him. Was like, yo, Rob noticed he blocked or whatever. So now he unblocked me, right? But dude, I can't comment. He blocked me from comment, which is fine.
It's a start.
But I'm sure. Like,
no, we would love to have something like that. So if you guys out there think completely opposite of us,
we want it.
We want that.
Want it. That's what America's about.
We want to have a conversation. I mean, we don't agree on everything. There's some stuff. I mean, we might have to have a show like, you know what?
You want to do that?
We're gonna have a bagels versus beef show.
All right.
I think that'll be good.
We have to come up with topics. I'll come up with 10. You come up with 10. We'll go back and forth. Well, I'm gonna figure it out.
A beef beef versus bagels. All right, I'm down for that. A little controversy, a little internal brewing.
I like that.
Well, a little internal brewing. And you know what? Oh, you know what we should do for next shirts or some merch? We should get pictures of us like in boxing gear with gloves, and then we have beef versus bagels.
We can do like a WrestleMania every year.
Oh, that'll be good. A once a year show. That's interesting.
And we might even have a special guest. We just call him Lucha Libre. We were talking about.
Oh
today.
yeah.
Lucha Libre might come on. I might do a little.
There might be. Yeah, we're trying to get him on. We know a luchador, and he might come on the show. We're working on that.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if we can get the luchador in
by next week. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe
next week.
We'll see, guy. I don't know. He might be in town.
Yeah,
we'll give him a call. So, listen, we appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us again. Listen, out there, reach out to us. We're going to leave our email.
We've been having a lot of comments, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, this week was pretty good. So we want to continue to build off of that. And again, when you get out there, please subscribe, share, like, and comment on all our videos, and look for us on Facebook. And I'll let everybody know when we're fully live with Instagram. I mean, it's there if you look for it, but there's really not many posts. But again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.